knocking on for 2 years in the WSB. It all boils down to this one, Vianello versus Arjaoui. Confirmation of the stats between the pair. Well, Mohamed Arjaoui has got so much experience. He looked relaxed and confident in the build-up earlier on today. And he brings both Olympic and indeed WSB experience to the table. Knocking on for 30 now, he'd be one of the elder statesmen of the Moroccan team. One of the young talents in this Italian squad at super heavyweight, Guido Vianello, just 22 and back in the WSB after that 2016 break where season 6 was without the Italian Thunder. But they're back and he's back with a winning record. Here we go then. Crunch encounter this. Such different physical specimens, no doubt. Arjaoui with the strength. And Vianello with youth and indeed a little bit of WSB pedigree himself. He's only lost twice, and both of those were to boxers very much on the extraordinary runs of form that the southpaw Puerto Rican who'd been on an unbeaten stretch of 3, and Makhmedov stopped him in 4 back in 2015. He's a Ziri boxer who'd been on an unbeaten run of 12. You see the advantages in height and reach very much with Vianello, but shorter arms of Arjaoui managed to get through with a big left hook there. Arjaoui trying to make the height be a disadvantage for the Italian. Managing to sneak under the punches so far in the first minute. He's coming rapid fire back with some counters of his own. Oh, just missed with the uppercut there, Arjaoui. Moroccan's been a bit unlucky in Olympic Games previously. Been to 3 off them. He went to Rio. Maybe not quite the man he was in 2012 in London, or indeed in Beijing in 08 as well. You can see all of that experience in the first minute and a half in this one. Arjaoui himself back in the WSB for the first time since 2012. Won 3 of his 7 contests in the first couple of years he was involved. Vianello just landed with the right hand. Maybe he's just starting to get going now. He stands so tall. I just wonder if he's going to walk onto one, the Italian. Strangely, 2 of those wins for Vianello came via disqualification to his rivals. I think American Cam Awesome, an Argentinian opponent as well. Vianello trying to speed his hands up, going at it at the end of the first. It was a good start from Arjaoui, and then Vianello slowly coming into it, maybe starting to get his shape as the round went on.
Hai capito? Alla fine quello che devi fare. Non devi partire lento, dentro fuori, lo sorprendi, lascia perdere il gancio destro. Quando lo prendi, con quel diretto, lo sente, secchi i colpi.
There you saw the big right hand that Arjaoui landed in the opening minute or so.
Ok, e non ci cadere, non c'è bisogno sta mezza misura. Lascia perdere sti ganci, sti colpi storti, dritto. Uno esci diretto e te ne vai. Quando parti un pezzo dietro ti chiude col montante.
And some of those big shots through the first minute or so rewarded on the scorecards for Arjaoui. Into the second round then. Can Vianello establish the jab? Can he gain control of the space between them? I mentioned Arjaoui, he's been a bit unlucky in a couple of Olympic Games. He only lost by a point to Camarelli in London in 2012. Big Italian, of course, going on to lose, what was it, on count back to AJ, to Joshua in the final. Some close contests in this division in that particular Olympic Games. That loss to Camarelli actually came in the quarterfinals of London 2012, and Arjaoui also got to the quarterfinals in Beijing too. He went out to a certain Deontay Wilder on count back, would you believe, having drawn that one. Wilder went on to win bronze and then a portion of the world heavyweight crown as well. Nice body shots from Vianello, that was better. Just managing to move his feet. Maybe his timing and his range is starting to come. Better from Arjaoui though. He really is punching right through the guard. Maybe the difference in hand speed up close. Last minute of the second round. You see the hands don't come back up to the guard position for Vianello. Definitely open to the counter punch, but Arjaoui looks to be blowing. Vianello's the one throwing punches here. Left hand gets through from the Italian. Crowd are on their feet. They sense that their man is just beginning to wrest control of this. Arjaoui landed a couple of the eye-catching shots again, but there's sustained attacks from Vianello. How did the judges have that particular round? Is Vianello back in the game? Well, yes, up to a point on two of the scorecards, but one of them gave that to Arjaoui. Into the third round then. Very much up for grabs, this one. Wonder if it's going to just boil down to youth and energy. Or is the experience and the nous and the know-how of Arjaoui going to have the final say? Body shots from Vianello. That'll help in the long run. And again, lovely left hook from Vianello. Arjaoui definitely slowing down. Now Arjaoui springs to life. Just a bit scrappy in that particular exchange though. You can see Vianello looking for the uppercut as Arjaoui was crouching down as he came forward. Fancy now, certainly it's there for Vianello if he wants it, if he can keep his boxing together. Still, those hands are low from Vianello. Really relying on his feet. It's not the same sort of style as Mangia Capri. With Vianello, it's partly not remembering to bring them back. It's sort of in between. Arjaoui has hardly done much in this round.
Gambe, d'occhi col sinistro leggero leggero, un colpo col destro quello che vuoi, un montante o diretto e il gancio. Dai là. Furbo qui. E chiudi col gancio sinistro.
Gestilo, mo.
No, sì, va bene. Tu. Giocaci. E non aspettare.
Much better boxing in that round from Vianello.
Devi anticipare tu.
On his toes, in and out of range, and helped by maybe Arjaoui being a bit flat-footed, but he did come forward. He couldn't quite find the space, Arjaoui. How are the judges seeing it though? All three gave it to Vianello. He's better boxing, and he's in front on 2 of the scorecards, trailing by 1 point on the other. So close. The referee just wants them to pull up the shorts, and maybe the protector down. Either way, maybe meet in the middle. Just not in the mid-drift. Here we go, round 4. There's Arjaoui been pacing himself. Big right hand from the Moroccan. Now he lets his hands go. No doubt the defence of Vianello has always been sketchy right from the start. Can Arjaoui apply himself? Massive opportunity for the Moroccans here. Chance to get the first win in knocking on for nearly 2 years since they beat China 5-0 at home back in the April of 2015. It's a long, long time ago. Nine contests without a win since that particular evening for Morocco. This would be an historic and important win, and inflicting really one of the rare defeats Italy have ever suffered in the WSB at home. They've got an extraordinary record. Only the Cubans can get close, and Italy's record is much, much longer. In a better response this though from Arjaoui in this round. He needed it. You do fancy that the sort of style of either man can beat the rival. And it all depends on how much Arjaoui, how much energy he's got, how much he can put into it. If he can apply the pressure, he can win. If he doesn't, then Vianello's going to outbox him. And right now, as scrappy as it is, Arjaoui is just kind of physically overwhelming Vianello. Not with muscularity or punches, just with aggression and strength. That's better from Vianello. Oh, massive uppercut, and down he goes. Just when he needed the big punch, Vianello finds it. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. And this place has gone absolutely balmy. Arjaoui nearly goes down again. And again, referee steps in. He provides the count. It's a massive turnaround for the Italian. Well, Arjaoui looked like he was old manning Vianello. Looked like he was just being too strong, too aggressive for him. And he walked on. That aggression took him right into the danger zone and right slam up against an uppercut. And he tumbled to the floor, and then further punches. Look at that. What a shot he was from Vianello. It didn't look like he was going to land that at any stage, really. But he timed it beautifully. And it wasn't so much the weight of the punch, it was the accuracy of it, coupled with the come forward aggression, walking onto it from Arjaoui. And that is a significant moment. That could be the moment that wins it for the Italians. Final round then. And now Vianello knows he can hurt him, but he can't afford to be careless. Could be that was the breakthrough that he needed to secure the win. Viro, the shouts from the Italian crowd. They've done their bit tonight. Even in defeat, Manfredonia was supported. Magnesi, plenty of supporters as well. He rewarded them to make it 1-1 in bout 2. And you have to feel all credit to Vianello for sort of reaching within himself. He was under a lot of pressure in that 4th round. Arjaoui, has he got the big punch? Both men tired, no surprise. And up in the super heavyweight division, it's been a good pace. You know, trying to get on his toes again for the final minute or so. And as ever in boxing, speed and timing often more effective than strength, and we saw that with that uppercut. Big rally, big late surge from Vianello. Looking for the uppercut again. Served him so well in the previous round, which this contest will ultimately revolve around. And now he's seeing all the punches coming from Arjaoui. Vianello. Fantastic recovery from it. Didn't see that coming in the 4th round. Looked like Arjaoui was proving too strong then, but what a response it was from this young man at just the age of 22. He looks like he might have carried his side to a comeback win. Thought for a second he was going to look for that uppercut again in that exchange. But Arjaoui was missing wildly. He was desperate by this stage. All smiles in the Italian corner. They are delighted with their man. Well, they should be. split decision. Well, interestingly, the 2 points on one of the scorecards actually for Arjaoui, but 4 points and wide with the other 2 judges for the Italian, and Guido Vianello, the 22-year-old, is back. He makes it 5 out of 7 in the World Series of Boxing, but more significantly, he has carried Italy to another narrow success. 2 weeks in a row, the Italians have won it 3-2. It's a consolation point for the Atlas Lions. That could yet hold them in stead as they look to qualify from this Group B. But 2 weeks in a row, the scoreline is 3-2 for Italia Thunder, and they are unbeaten in